Good morning. So last class we talked regarding the Gandhiji's national movement. Almost we talked regarding 1920 onwards, the Gandhiji's launch of non-cooperation movement. So in non-cooperation movement, causes we had talked. Okay, causes we had talked. Then the non-cooperation movement, its programs we had discussed, and the Chauri Chaura incident which suspended the non-cooperation movement. After that, there is almost 8 years of break for the Indian national movement by Gandhiji. So between that, the Swaraj Party was started by C.R. Das and the Motilal Nehru. Then once again, civil disobedience movement, Gandhiji launched in 1930. So keeping salt tax as one of the main, concept, and the causes like Simon Commission, the Declaration of Purna Swaraj, and civil disobedience movement resolution was given. And 1930, the movement was launched. Under that, first achievement was Dandi March. The event took place where they succeeded breaking the salt law. Then after that, the Gandhiji was arrested and he was taken to the prison. And in 1931, they have to give a new act to us, British government. For that purpose, a round table conference was arranged. So in India, three round table conference takes up. As you all know, all three round table conference gets failed. Sees the failure. The first round table conference, INC did not take part, so it got failed. Second round table conference, Gandhiji took part, but by seeing the demand of Gandhiji, so all the different groups of leaders, they demanded their own, demands, which made Gandhiji upset, and he came out of the, conference. So conference got failed. Third round table conference was arranged, in which British people, even though INC did not take part, but still they made the plan, and they gave a Government Act of 1935. The Regulation Act was given to us. So like this, 1935, Gandhiji's second, civil disobedience movement also comes to a conclusion. Next we are having, that is 1935. We stop it and we'll go next. The last, the concept, that is the next, the new concept or new lesson. So that we call it as an towards independence. Okay, towards independence. So towards independence, in this lesson, the first concept so we are going to see is about the Quit India movement, okay, which was launched by Gandhiji in 1942. Second, we are talking something about, Subhash Chandra Bose. We will be talking in the coming classes. And next, third topic we will be talking about finally towards independence, that is Mountbatten Plan. Okay, Lord Mountbatten's role. These three concepts we are going to see in this lesson. And today's class, I am going to speak something about the Quit India movement. Okay, so today's class, just we will talk some causes for the Quit India movement. Then tomorrow, next class, so we will go with the Quit India resolution and what are its programs, what are its impact, significance. So all the things, so we are going to talk in the next coming classes. So here, Quit India movement 1942, it was launched. Okay, so 1942, Quit India movement was launched by Gandhiji. So that more we will go with the next class. And to launch this Quit India movement in 1942, how to launch non-cooperation movement, to launch civil disobedience movement, there were several causes. The same way, to launch Quit India movement also, Gandhiji had several causes. Okay, we had causes. So to launch this Quit India movement, there are two major causes. Okay, the first cause is, that is the Japanese threat in India. And second cause is Cripps mission and its failure. Okay, these are the two causes which made so Gandhiji to launch this Quit India movement. So in 1942. Okay, so let us see one by one. Okay, let's see one by one. The first one, the Japanese threat in India. Okay, so as you all know, 1939. So 1939, Second World War was started in India. And in 1941, so Japan entered the Second World War. Okay, Japan entered the Second World War. And Japan's main target or main, the enemies were, that is British, that is England. Okay, and Japan started to look for wherever the British colonies and wherever the British people's rule is existing. So there and all they started to, I mean, capture the places by, I mean, Japan. Okay, Japan started to capture the places. So in that, many places. Okay, so in that many places were captured by, I mean, Japan. That is especially Burma, Myanmar, and Singapore. Okay, these are all places which were there under the control of, I mean, England. That is under the control of British. Okay, so that places and all they captured, and in 1941. Okay, in 1941. So British are there even in India. So their eyes started to fall on India. Indians were not the enemies to Japan, but Japan's enemies were, I mean, the British people, those who are there in India. Now the thing is, if Japan makes a war or if Japan attacks the British people in India, the damage is to whom? So that was a great question mark. Okay, it is not to the British people but to the Indians. Okay, so that is the reason Gandhiji thought Japan's entry to India will be a great threat. To stop that only, immediately in 1942, so Gandhiji launched the Quit India movement. Okay, that's how Japan's threat to India becomes the one cause for to launch Quit India movement in India. Okay, and the second the reason is that is Cripps machine. Okay, the Cripps machine. So in 1942, the Cripps machine was given to us. Okay, a new proposal to Indians. Okay, in order to British people to stay in India for some more years, so they gave some proposals. So in that Cripps machine was given. Sir Stafford Cripps, a person by name Sir Stafford Cripps, who came from England to India, and he gave his constitutional reforms to us. Okay, some regulations, some rules and regulations, which the system of the rule of British people is going to completely gets changed in India. Okay, so what are the proposals? If you see the constitutional proposals which was given by Sir Stafford Cripps, if you see in 1942, in India, new constitution making body would be set up to draft new constitution. Okay, in India, after the end of the Second World War, when Second World War gets end, okay, when Second World War gets end, so Indians will be given a chance to frame a constitution. Okay, and the constitution will be drafted by particularly a separate body. Okay, so the body will be having the legislative members or representatives, nominated rulers. Okay, like this body will be made. Okay, so representatives of people in India, leaders will be there, and the people, those who are there in the legislative council, they also, these three groups will make one constitution making body and they will draft the new constitution. Okay, this is the one concept, so which we are, having it. Then the next, second provision was India would be given dominion status. Okay, presence of two government. Dominion. Dominion means two. Okay, presence of two governments will be there in India. But they did not say whether it is a British government, whether it is Indian government, or whether it will be separately foreign or league. But they said that there will be presence of two government. Okay, this is the second proposal. Okay, and the next third one is Federation of British India and Indian state within the Commonwealth. So in British Parliament, this Commonwealth is nothing but British Parliament. So in this British Parliament, British India also will be there, and even Indian states also can take part. Okay, federation. Okay, two. Federation is nothing but presence of two system of government. Okay, Indian government as well as the British government will be part of the British Parliament. Then the fourth one is the Britain would accept the constitution which is made by the constitution making body, but there were two conditions. The condition is if any provisions which is there in the constitution which is drafted by constitution making body, if the British people they don't like it or they don't want such system, they will retain the present position. What position is given to them, same position will be there in India. that new changes which is made by a constitution making body will not be accepted. This is the first condition. Second condition which they asked was treaty signed between the, after making a constitution, there will be a treaty which will be signed between the constitution making body and the British government. The people, those who have made the constitution, and between the British government, there will be sign of one treaty will be, agreement will be made. Okay, this is the next provisions. And the fifth provision we are having is Indian leaders were invited to participate in the British Legislative Council as well as Commonwealth. They are the member and they can express their problems in this particular parliament. Okay, that's the one provision which was given. And the next one was Viceroy would be responsible for the defense of the country. Okay, so that shows that Viceroy would be, okay, Viceroy power will be, power remains in India and he will be the in charge of the defense of the country. Means that shows that British people are not going to leave the country. The presence of dominion state means that is one is British government and it will be an Indian government. Okay, so these are the 6 proposals so which was given by Sir Stafford Cripps on behalf of the British government, so which we are having it. And what was the reaction of INC and League? Okay, this proposal, okay, they gave. Sir Stafford gave this all 6 proposals he gave to INC and League. So what was the reaction of INC and League? How do they reacted? If you see the reaction of the INC and League, okay, if you see the reaction, the first reaction is the Cripps mission failed to solve the Indian constitutional problems. Okay, see, India is not an country which stands on the only one group of people. Hinduisms are there, Islamics are there, Sikhisms are there, okay, Christianity, Jainism. So like this, various groups of people are there in India. If you are making a constitutional reforms, that constitutional reform should be as equal to all the different categories of the people. That is actually a constitutional problem which is there in India. You cannot give a provisions to Hinduism. You cannot, put down the Islamic, provisions. No. Whatever the provisions you are making in the constitution, so that constitutional reforms or constitutional, measures should be equal to all the different groups of people, which could not give or which could not given by the British people, which is highly impossible to British people to give a constitutional reforms which can solve the problem of the Indians. That is the reason the Cripps mission that did not give. Okay, so Cripps mission, so they did not give it. Okay, so that is the reason the Cripps mission got failed in India. Okay, first reason. Second one was INC was not happy as even dominion status. Okay, dominion status, because the viceroy power will not be cancelled. Viceroy will be the in charge of the defense country. So that shows to the INC very clearly is dominion status will be British and it will be Indians. But in that British will be given more power than the Indians. So that is the reason INC did not like or INC was not happy with the dominion status granted by Sir Stafford Cripps. And next one is the representation of princely states would be nominated by the rulers. Here the princely states, the places whichever were ruled by the kings, so that peoples were not given the complete provisions to take part in the functioning of a British government. Okay, instead they were given a concept called nominated by the rulers. So the rulers, those who send, or the rulers whom they say, such people should take part in the representation of princely states. They have to represent their princely states. Okay, which was not liked by the princely states also. Okay, that is the reason the Cripps mission got failed. And the last one was the proposal did not involve granting a Muslim separate state. Okay, now the Muslims' demand was what? They wanted a partition or separate, but that did not grant. Or nowhere you can see in all 6 provinces, nowhere you can see Sir Stafford Cripps is saying I mean, Muslims will be given a separate, state, or their provisions only is not given here. Okay, so that is the reason. So Muslim League also kept in mind that so dominion status will be, one is British and one will be Indians, where Muslim will not be given the provisions. So that is the reason. Very strongly after Sir Stephen Cripps, so Muhammad Ali Jinnah stood for a partition of country. Okay, so he was very clear that even though if the dominion status is given, but in that dominion status, the domination will be from a Hindu community than the Muslim community. So he started for the demanding for the partition of country, a partition of separate state. Okay, that is the thing so which he made. So these four reasons made the failure of, the Cripps mission. Okay, Cripps mission got failed because of these four reasons. So it got failed. So keeping Japan's threat in 1942 and the Cripps mission, so we are having the Quit India movement was launched by Gandhiji. So in 1942. So next class we will see the Quit India resolution. So we are going to see it in the next class, and we will see in that Quit India resolution Gandhiji when it started and what was its programs, and after launching the Quit India movement, so what are the changes that had taken up in India. So all the things so we are going to see in the next class. So we will go and see it, and till here the causes for for the Quit India movement launch and the reaction of INC and League, so which brought the failure of the Cripps mission. So next class, so we will go with the Quit India resolution and about the Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, so till here you can go through it once again. In the textbook also you can just refer it. Any doubts? So let me know it in the next class. Thank you.